Hello, darlings. This is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back with another moment for chronic wellness. Thank you so much for being here. We are continuing to talk about how to cultivate a rich and satisfying inner life. Continuing on the thread of Julia Cameron, her very famous book, The Artist's Way. If you have not read it, my highest recommendation. Whether or not you think of yourself as an artist, this book can feed your spirit. And one of the habits that she has you cultivate in her 8-week program is an artist's date. And when I was physically healthy, these artist dates might be things like taking myself to an arboretum or garden, taking myself to little shops that specialized in handmade crafts or jewelry, going to the Saturday market where there's all sorts of artists and artisans, going to an art gallery or a museum. The idea behind the artist date is to really take yourself to places where you find yourself delighted in a sensory way, and having that then feed your own processes of creating. And so it could be going to a concert or taking yourself to a play, or it could be going out for really good ice cream and having your taste buds be delighted by a really good meal. And so transforming this practice to something that I can do at home has worked out to be finding sources of inspiration online. And of course, there's no shortage of those sources. But one of my very first go-to places for this is Pinterest. And I've created boards there that are ideas that inspire me, whether it's visual ideas with mediums that I either like to work with or wish I were working with, or whether it's interior spaces that, for whatever reason, when I look at them, are soothing to me or make me calm or make me excited, or are spaces that I think I'd like to be in. I'm also, I subscribe to several magazines. And as I'm going through the magazine, if there is any person that I find interesting, I immediately just go online and pin that person's website or blog, or look up the book or article that's being mentioned so that I can go back later and get more information about them. I am a huge fan of TED Talks. I think it's a great way to be lit up with a short amount of time. I really love the short essay series that has been featured heavily on NPR called This I Believe, which is just these, I think, 1,000-word essays about things people believe in. And they serve for me as a great jumping off point for inspiration. And so I'm very intentional about setting aside time to take myself on virtual artist dates, since I'm no longer very often getting out to take myself on physical artist dates, as a way to very intentionally seed and feed my creative and psychosocial and intellectual self, and keep drawing new ideas and new sources of inspiration to me. The most big museums now also have virtual tours on the website. And so I can go to the Museum of Modern Art in New York City from the comfort of my couch. So if there were ever a time to be a person with a chronic illness, I guess this is it. I'm quite lucky that there are so many resources and access points available to me, and remembering to take advantage of them so that I can feed myself, my spirit, and continue to find ways for wellness. How about you? What's lighting you up? What's feeding you and your inner life? Thanks so much for joining me here today. I look forward to talking again soon. In the meantime, be well.